My name's Juliet Mushens and I work for a company called the Agency Group, where I work as a literary agent in their London offices. In simple terms, my role is to find the talent, so find unpublished writers, to work with them editing their manuscript, and then to submit their book around the world, in the UK, for film rights and any other subsidiary rights we can handle. And my role is to be there the whole way through the process, from editing the manuscript when it hits the desk, to submitting, to negotiating the contract, to offering my expertise on the edits, on the cover, on the marketing plan, and to hold the author's hand through the whole process and make it as simple and straightforward as possible. The best thing about my job is when I get to call one of my authors and tell them that their book is going to be published. I get to share a lot of good news when it becomes a Sunday Times bestseller, or when there's going to be a film deal, or simply just saying a publisher has offered for your book, you're going to be able to go out there and buy it and see your words transformed into a paperback, which is incredibly exciting. As well as sharing a lot of good news, it's my role to take all of the bad news to the author as well. So sometimes, even though I love something, I can't sell it to a publisher. Sometimes sales figures are bad, sometimes the author gets terrible reviews, and it's my job to be that middleman that shares that information with them and helps them find a way forward through the bad times as well as the good. When I left university, I didn't really know what I wanted to do, but I knew that I loved reading. So I applied for an internship at HarperCollins. They were offering paid summer internships for 3 months. And after a month of working there, their marketing assistant decided to leave. I didn't bully her out, I just want to stress that fact. And they offered me her job. And I worked there for several years in the marketing team, and then decided I wanted to become a literary agent. So I joined an agency as an assistant and then worked my way up to representing my own client list. I wish when I had started out in publishing that I knew how important your own personal taste is, and that you should trust your personal taste. There's no point forcing yourself to represent books or work on books that you wouldn't naturally like. You need to be true to your gut instinct. If you love a book, that's the kind of book you should be representing. I've been incredibly proud of the success of The Miniaturist by Jessie Burton, which is one of the books I represent. Jessie's manuscript hit my slush pile about 2 years ago now. I offered her representation, sold her book in 33 countries around the world, and have recently negotiated the TV deal. It was the #1 best-selling debut title of last year and the best-selling literary debut of the decade, and it sold over 100,000 hardbacks in the UK alone, and went straight from hardback #1 to paperback #1, so it's really been an absolute phenomenon, and it's very exciting to see it New York Times bestseller, Sunday Times bestseller, and currently on the Taiwanese top 10 bestseller list as well, which is pretty cool, I think. I think that books are amazing because they transport you to worlds different from ones that you would normally know. They can give you insight, they can give you empathy into someone else's life. They can grip you and thrill you, and they can make you forget everything in the real world for a moment. And I love that feeling when you read a book and you've finished it and you just want to talk to everyone you know about it.